I have always had the word soulmate in vocabulary since a small child. I never really thought they existed though. I just thought that was a word for your lover, spouse, or someone you deeply loved. I've been married and divorced. I've had many relationships, so I know the ropes. I've been in love. I've fallen out of love. I've had deep infatuations, divorces, and I don't usually have a hard time finding a man, nor getting one to commit to me. I have a big Queen of Cups heart. I love hard. I know my love is the shyster. Saying this all to say, I know what love is. I thought I did anyway. Until, in fact, I met my twin flame. If you listen to Gang Stalking, you know my mother paid karmic DL men to commit to me, marry me, and help her with her handling responsibilities. To basically try to ruin my life and drive me crazy. And if you didn't, after you listen to this, go back and listen to that. No worries though. When this goes to screen, you will see the deets on those karmic deals that she sent from me. But for now, we're going to talk about my twin flame. I had known my twin flame for about 21 years before I knew he was my twin flame. We didn't date for any of the 21 years. However, he was good friends with one of my family members, and we were from the same neighborhood. After my awakening was coming to an end, was when we met. The events that took place this evening, the events that took place the evening we started seeing each other did not make sense. We later learned that our spirit team had guided us to those events and those events to us. He makes my soul blush and smile a million smiles. Smiles from ear to ear, like Silly smiled in the Color Purple movie when she was smiling that shit. When I think of him, there are endless parades that happen in my mind with rolling banners that say, luckiest woman alive in all in every galaxy. When you're in my energy, I'm giddy like a little kid. The energy is so intense when we're together. Many times, all we can do is be giddy and laugh because we didn't know what this was initially. It was very intimidating. Very intimidating. Of course, we wanted to run. A feeling like this couldn't be right, could it? If I had the time, every time I see you, I would thank you a billion times for coming into my life. This energy was different. It was different from the codependent relationships we're in. We both played a part as the enabled and the enabler, but that was okay with us. We thought no codependencies with us, however, existed. We wanted each other every day, and I mean bad. We wanted to be together all the time. We completed each other and made each other feel safe. Like a moth to a flame, we had to be together in each other's energy. When we were apart for a day, it felt like three. Both of us were not used to these feelings or what was going on in our life that we felt inclined to continue growing our relationship so strong with each other. Being together feels like how you feel as a little kid on Christmas and when you get a snow day from school. Whenever you're around, all the neutrons in my body start dancing. I feel like I'm going to explode with happy all over the place. Your hugs have got to be gifts from heaven. You set your contract to incarnate here with me during this time, as you knew the collective would need assistance to combat the final spiritual battle in these gang stalkers. Again, if you didn't go listen to gang stalkers, you should do that. So, okay, we were tired. Tired of the gang stalking, dark magic, rituals, slander, traps, deceit, lies, sabotage. We were tired of being slowly persecuted and slowly unalived. We were all awakening, albeit that is a tough process all by itself. One day, we decided to fight back. We realized that we could not just be out here shining our lights to be devoured. We realized we needed a balance, so we came up with a plan. So, one day, after we were all sick of the effery, we gathered in the 5D. Once we all gathered there, we didn't even need to assimilate. The plans just automatically entered our chakra space, and we knew what we had to do. Everyone has their own mission to accomplish. This story is one of the tasks that I was tasked with. So it was a Sunday, and the person I was dating, who was in fact my twin flame, had engaged in effery the day before. He was not as awakened as I am, causing him to be prone to more attacks. I was done being patient. I was done with the unavailability of emotion, among some other things that I noticed when he was being attacked. I told myself that I was done and that I was no longer going to engage with him. After we returned from the 5D, it was still Sunday, and the person I was dating had come back in town from a conference. We met up, caught up, laughed, watched TV. It was a normal happenstance for us. We laid down to go to sleep, and of course, he wanted to get a little frisky because we hadn't done it for a while. We began to do the boogie bang bang. Now, mind you, I had to interject. I had stopped having casual sex, but I still engaged in sex with this one person. I had totally tamed down my sexual desires, and I thought this would be enough. However, it's not. I did not know that every sexual act is a ritual, and when you are married, when you are married, you sex becomes a worship of God. Excuse me. Yes, when you're married, sex becomes a worship of God. I had just learned this, and I had sex. So when you have sex with someone, you are like married with them in the spirit. Now, I had had sex several times with other people and this person before I learned this fact. Okay, so we began to do the boogie bang bang. He entered me, and after a few strokes, I was in the 5D again. I could telepathically hear other girls speaking. We all tried our best not to laugh while we were getting strokes. People were making jokes. It was hilarious. I had to held my laughter in, knowing if I bust out laughing to tears, he would have thought I was insane. We were supporting each other, and we performed a sex ritual. Yep, we got dark and dirty, just like those dark and dirty witches do to us, and those gang stalkers. See, we have the true powers to Destiny Swap, and we are the real keepers of magic. So you know what we did? We performed a ritual that placed light beams and ascended masters into the people we were sleeping with. So, I'm not going to name the name, but there's currently an archangel in that person's spirit. Only for 6 months, though. We are going to win by any means necessary. Gotta balance that light and dark so you won't get devoured. Needless to say, the next 6 months around here is going to be more than interesting.